Good morning, y'all. I'm on my way to work, so I just decided, you know, why don't I just do like story time / chit chat with me in the car while I go to work, because usually I do karaoke in the car or Alicia radio because I'm extra. So y'all should just add me on Snap. So I got 2 stories to tell because they're not that long, so I was like, why don't I just do 2 stories? Now, I did put on my social media that I was going to tell a different story, but I decided to wait on that. Yeah, that story is kind of like, that story is, it's pretty funny, but I'm going to just wait, you know, to tell that. And maybe like at the end of the year, maybe not that long, but I'm gonna just wait. Y'all gonna know when I'm ready to tell that story. But right now I'm just like, let me hold back on that one because that one's really good. So the first story I'm gonna tell is, this is what happened with me, my grandpa, and my cousin Adri. So my grandpa has this old, well, he had this old what is it, a Nissan Maximum. Like, he had this thing since 1990 something. Like, this car is old, like me old, like we the same age. And I'm 23, about to be 24 later this month, which I can't wait. But anyway, the car is old. It runs really good, but you know, it's old. So he I ain't gonna say he cheap, but he kind of cheap when it comes to stuff. Like, he'll rather like go to the junkyard and get little miscellaneous parts and put stuff together than just go buy a brand new part, or go buy something that's, you know, not expensive but is not used, I guess. Which I don't mind because I go thrifting a lot, but you know, y'all know how older people get. My bad, I need to focus the camera. Not like old, but he's like 60 something, so yeah. Anyway, so he had the Nissan, and one day we were driving in it. We was on the highway now. We was headed to the mall or somewhere, and he was talking, and then all of a sudden, like, I don't know why, but I looked to my left, and you know, like the side mirrors, all of a sudden that mirror said shoot. I was like like, am I the only one who saw that? Anybody else saw that? Because I know I ain't tripping, but that mirror said shoot, and I just bust out laughing. He's like, what's so funny? And I'm like, check your mirrors on. Like, that mirror said peace. It was just so funny. And what makes it even funnier, okay, it's not that funny, but so he went and bought another mirror, y'all. A small mirror. And I say, this thing is small. It's like, dang, I wish I had a representation. Y'all know that the old iPhone, no, it's not a good comparison. Okay, it's like the size a little bit bigger than this box. So this gum box was basically in the big behind mirror, and he had, well, where the mirror was supposed to be, and he duct taped it, so all you saw was a little tiny mirror like this big, and then you saw like a bunch of duct tape. And I was like, Grandpa, if you don't take it behind and go and get another mirror, like, stop being cheap. Like, I get it, you on a budget or whatever he was doing, but come on now, I'm gonna need you to get a real mirror, because we was driving and that mirror bloop, fell right off. And he got mad because we kept laughing. Another story that I can tell y'all, well, that I should tell y'all, is this happened to me when I was in Georgia. I used to live in Valdosta because military brat, and now I'm a military spouse. How ironic. So we had this house that was kind of in the woods, I would say. Shoot, I ain't had no signal, and I had Verizon at the time. I think, don't quote me on that, but I had a text people, look on social media, whatever. So one night, it was like, I can't remember, like 1 in the morning. Yeah, I think it was like 1 or 2 in the morning, right? And the way the house is set up, it's like, so you walk into the front door and you look in, and it's like straight back, like not straight back, but you look straight back and you see the back door, and then the living room is on this side and dining room is on this side. And then if you look to your right, or if you walk to your right past the living room, is my brother's room was right here, my room was right here. So my room was in the very, very back of the house, right? And then my parents' room was all the way by the kitchen in the very side of the house, I guess, like kind of toward the frontage, not really at the front, like more toward the back, but all the way on the other side. It was a one story. So one day I was asleep. Well, no, I wasn't sleeping. I was talking to Maurice on Ubu. Y'all know when Ubu was popping back in the day. Okay. But I was on Uber with him, so all I heard was an alarm going off, and I instantly froze. Like, I went into panic mode. I didn't know what to do. I started crying. I was like, oh my gosh, somebody gonna kill me. Like, we all finna die tonight. We in the woods, ain't no signal. Like, we on some horror movie type stuff right now, and I'm over here frozen. Like, what in the world is gonna happen? So I'm like talking to Maurice, and I was like, oh my gosh, Maurice, somebody broke into my house. I don't know what to do. Help me. Now, I don't know why I'm telling him to help me, because he was in Louisiana. Was he in Louisiana at the time? Yeah, he was in Louisiana at the time, and I'm in Georgia. Like, Alicia, how he finna help you, girl? So I'm over here panicking, telling him like, help me, call 911, all this other stuff. And he was like, no, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just call you back. Click. Don't know why I did that. You know, if somebody's like coming after me, why would you hang up? I mean, I guess it would be smart to hang up and then call the police, but in my mind I was like, girl, why you hung up? You know. Anyway, so I hung up with him, and I was like, you know what, I'm finna call somebody. So I tried to call on my regular phone, like maybe I could get some signal, because like in my room, if you stand like a certain place, you can get some signal. So I would always be like, boop, 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 try to get some signal. So what in the world this car is? I cannot stand driving on this highway. People don't know how to drive. So I tried to get some signal so I can make an outbound call to my mom. Well, it didn't work. It just kept hanging up on me. So I was like, dang. So I tried to call my stepdad. Didn't work. Like, dang. So I was like, all right, I got to think of another way to contact them and tell them like somebody's in the house. And meanwhile, before I even did that, by the way, I had this wooden bed that I got from Turkey when I used to live there. It was like custom made, and because the way my room was set up, it couldn't fit all the way in the corner, so there was like a little gap. Now I was small enough, y'all, I used to be real small, like it was really bad, but anyway, like I could fit myself in this little socket. So I had stuck myself in the socket, and I was crying, and I was like, Lord help me, I don't want to die today. I don't want to die today. I had to. So I was just crying, and I was in that corner, and I was in there for like 30 minutes. Well, not 30 minutes. It felt like 30 minutes, but it was probably like 5 minutes. And I was like, dang, I know people hear the alarm. Like, why is somebody moving? What's going on? I thought I heard footsteps. I mean, y'all know when it's dark outside or dark wherever you are, like, your mind just be playing tricks on you. So in my mind, I saw like flashlight, and I heard somebody's footsteps. So I was just panicked. You know what? I'm going to use this text app. You know, when y'all don't have a phone or whatever, y'all try to use a text app. I know it's just not me. don't have that problem anymore, but I used to be real big on the text apps. So, you know, I tried to use the little minute calls. I called my mom, ain't nobody answer. I called Johnson, ain't nobody answer. I was like, you know what the heck is going on? Why nobody answering? Number one, because I know y'all hear my phone call. Number two, why nobody hear this? Like, I know I'm not crazy. There is an alarm going off and nobody, where the police at? First of all, we don't live in the hood now. You know, police don't come to the hood, but we live in a, you know, uppity neighborhood. Where they at? Because I know they be coming. Just nobody was there. So I was like, what the heck? So I kept trying to call them. Eventually I ran out of minutes. Well, no, I didn't run out of minutes. Eventually my stepdad answered the phone and he was like, hello. I'm like, there is somebody in this house. Where are you at? Ah! I was freaking out. And he was like, what? I don't hear nothing. So he eventually comes out the room and he's like, Alicia. I was like, yeah. And I finally slid out the corner and he was like, girl, it's just the window alarm fell. Y'all, all that time, I swear, I was like doing all that extraness for a good 30 minutes because the window alarm fell. Like, how was I supposed to know that? Okay, you hear an alarm, you instantly think, oh, somebody, you know, in the house or somebody trying to break in. You hear a gunshot, you think somebody trying to shoot you. You don't be asking, look, I'm black. I don't be asking questions. I hear something that don't sound right, I'm gone, or I'm trying to hide. Like, I ain't playing no games. I'm not trying to be the first black person to die in this horror movie. No, ma'am. So I was like, well, you know, my bad. My bad. But that rest of the night, I like called Maurice back and I was like, I told him what happened. He was cracking up, but I was like, it's not funny, you know, it's not funny. I was scarred. I've been scarred for life since then. Anytime I hear an alarm, I instantly freeze. I don't know why. Maybe I just need to take boxing class because I instantly freeze. That's a bad thing to happen. It's really bad. But I could not go to sleep the rest of that night, so I went and took my blanket and I went in my brother's room and laid under his bed because I was not going to go back to sleep in my bed. That was a horrible night. So this concludes today's, well, this month's little car ride chit chat story time thing. Hopefully y'all really like this because I enjoyed it. I don't know about everybody else, but I enjoyed it. Okay. When it first came out, ew, got this thing gross.